Satyan Gyanshekaran. The Indian pairing playing very well to make it 3 rounds in from the main draw. Look at this power from behind the table, still running around the Hong Kong pair. Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong taking the first point. Confident opening backhand from Xu Xin, and it's countered right back. Kwan Kit to take the point. Perfect timing, he waits and then drives it way out to the corner. In this short game though, you'll watch, they're all looking like hawks for the one to sit up just a little bit high that they can take for placement, get aggressive with. That forehand of Xu Xin when he gets a full swing, it's going to be very tough. It's either going to have to be wider to the forehand or jam him on the backhand side.
Three, two.
Forehand flip goes out. 2-point lead for the Hong Kong pair. Kwan Kit and WONG Chun Ting. As strong as Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong are in singles, in doubles they've suffered their losses a few times. Look at this counter, WONG Chun Ting. Now in terms of shaky years, 2015 was a big year for WONG Chun Ting. He ends up climbing into the top 10 shortly after. But still, the results falling a little bit short. There's Coach Chan Kong-hwa. Touch shot just too long. Xu Xin loading it with spin from under the table. So it's been a rocky road to get here. Every match so far that Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong have played, they've lost at least 1 game.
6-3.
And they lost 2 against Matthias and Christian Carlsen, no relation. Actually saved a match point in game number 5. Oh,
4-6.
Right down the middle. You're always curious to see what happens when a player goes this far out of position, if he'll be able to get back in time for his next shot. It's one of the beauties about doubles though, alternating shots. Now, if you ask me who has a more confident backhand between the 2 top pen holders in the world, Xu Xin or WONG Chun Ting, if you ask Lu Guozheng the same, I think WONG Chun Ting is more confident with his backhand than Xu Xin is. But Xu Xin there with the winning backhand.
6-0.
So the lead has disintegrated. Dead even here. Sharing chips with friends is caring. It's nice to see. Swedes all raised well, it seems. So out of the second towel break here, dead even.
Let.
Service warning.
The arm.
To remove the free arm, the hand that tosses the ball, that arm must be moved out of the way.
7-6.
Now a lot of players will keep the arm there as long as possible so that the ball gets very close to the arm and then move the arm at the last moment. So while the ball is visible, it could be a distracting factor. Players seem to learn how to play through it. Oh, surprise, surprise. Xu Xin turns the corner, but he goes the wrong way. WONG Chun Ting anticipating well, sees the move. Very last moment, leaves the wrist open, flicks it right down the line.
6-9.
Now, wider to the forehand side. Xu Xin's forehand flip isn't quite as confident as it is over the backhand side of the table. Well played, light spin. The flat opening shot from Kwan Kit, and it is 4 game points for the Hong Kong pair. Seemed like the cheer got messed up a little bit in the crowd. Oh, the power. Kwan drives it deep into the backhand side. 11-6 for the Hong Kong pairing. Game 1 goes to the Hong Kong pair. China will be fighting back in Game 2 coming up right after this.
然后你这边有机会的话，可以用半路台用正手，可以用一个全站，很多都可以中间半路台这种第一本起得太勉强，如果质量不高那边一跟的话，觉得那边也是很难受。所以前面就稍微的还是用机子主动一点啊。
盯住呢個手，等佢練下落水得啦。佢因啲挑啫，直線好少挑，全部都係咁樣推你。
Second game, Shushin to serve, love all.
Game number 2, Shushin starting it off down 0-1.
1 love.
And that receive leaves a bit of a free ball for Zhendong to play down the middle. Placement, it will not come down close.
Love 3.
This reminds me a little bit of the women's doubles final. The non-Chinese pairing takes the first game. The Chinese pair comes back to dominate game 2. We'll see, still early in this game. Backhand again, Zhendong so strong in near the table. Pretty much anywhere, even behind the table. I think the toughest match I'd seen him have other than with Dima was yesterday against Zhou Yu.
4-1.
Little break off the net, first point for the Hong Kong pair. Oh, wrong side of the table. A little bit shallow on the lob, and Kwan kick straight down the line, just pounces on the ball.
A reminder to the audience, no flash photography, please. And 4 minutes to
See how close to the net that ball was. Shushin still gets there. It's a little bit deeper on the table. Shushin's likely to get a counterattack into play.
2-5.
Service there. We've seen tougher. Zhou Yu had 2 yesterday, 1 with game point, 1 against game point.
Net 2-5.
Again, that short shot comes off the table. Zhendong with a clear opening swing. It's going to be very difficult to defend. So much touch.
6-3.
Love to see this one again. He changes his mind, realizes he has a shot. Watch Zhendong from backhand to forehand, spins it shortly. Kwan kit shot you couldn't see in that rally, but he goes way low to get around for the inside-out forehand.
3-7.
So an encouraging lead here.
3-8.
Steady block from near the table. Wong Chun Ting has to be in position to take this ball early to keep the pressure on. Second towel break of the game, Chinese pair up by 4. Wong Chun Ting really having to reach out in front to take that ball early. Oh, right down the line, smokes it past him. Shushin with precision. Bit of side and top on this. Look at that ball. Now 6 game points. Again, domination in game 2. That's the trend.
5,
Off the net and out.
10.
Game point saved. 11-5. Shushin and Zhendong take game number 2, and it's tied up at 1 game each. We'll see who takes the lead in game number 3 in this best of 5 right after this.
Kvitterat inför tredje 1-1 i set.
能够起来跟起来把落点拉好一点，因为他们短的里面基本上核心节我看发挥还是比较大。其实那个黃振廷他整個都係一般。
因為佢嗰啲轉嗰啲，你都係要定心啲擺嘅。你唔好話上行佢領啊跳，我諗未必做到，質量唔夠佢咁嘅為你一分你都難受係咪？我俾佢擺翻平佢咧，換張台都唔緊要。睇你等呢啲波可能仲有啲機會，或者唔一定上行。你接發球嗰度就成日快啲轉嘅鎖，你同佢鬥下佢。 搞到你哋就而家都基本上唔到手啦嘛，係咪？你呢個
Back for game number 3, tied up at 1 game apiece. A lot of conversation between Zhendong and Shushin.
Wong to serve. Love all. Love 1.
Heavy spin coming in. Wong Chun Ting just a little bit behind the ball. Jammed up with the heavy kick on the ball. Touch from Zhendong, controls it from behind the table to keep it in play and keep it awkward. Look how deep on the table this is, just floats it up light, top spin and side spin. Oh, the Shushin whirlwind of a forehand. It comes in like a natural disaster, just so tough to handle. How can you really be prepared for that shot?
1-3. One, 4.
Ooh, surprise on the spin, the shovel serve from Kwan Kit. Gets them within 2 points here. Whatever works. That sweater works, that's what works. Wonder if that guy was responsible for tying the flag up. He's in a good seat to be helpful in that. So quick off the bounce, Shushin reads where the ball's going. Wong Chun Ting is gonna have to pick some other placement here. Easier said than done. Shushin doesn't move. He's in position and just moves when the ball's contacted. That's how fast he is. Had Wong Chun Ting gone the other way, Shushin probably would have gotten it as well.
2-6.
And around the corner, Shushin just looking much faster. I had a chance to have breakfast with some of the Chinese team this morning. Coaching staff, Ding Ning. We agreed Shushin didn't look quite as fast yesterday as we'd seen him in the past. That's what they pay for. This is the one everyone comes out to see. Kids in the front row wanting to get this one on film. Explosive power when Shushin's shot comes back. Kwan Kit's racket way behind the head. And down near the ground, can't keep it in play.
8-2.
Brings it down on the run. Long way to go for the Hong Kong pair.
3
That's one
love.
way to handle a serve. To panhandle the serve. Look at this one more time. Backhand ripped to the corner. Right back to where it came from. There's a strategy we see a lot in doubles. Hit it back at the player who just hit the ball, as they have to get out of the way. Alternating shots, of course, for those that are a little newer to table tennis. Fan Zhendong tries to pull out the same magic, but it's well anticipated and countered back. This backhand is so wide that even the Cloudwalker didn't dare try for it. It was gone with the wind before he could touch it. Rare occasion.
9-5.
When he puts his finger to his chin, you know something dangerous is going to come.
9-6.
There it is, the opening backhand. Finger to the chin, calls for the backhand. Probably not. Maybe just deep thinking. Not a bad setup for the Hong Kong pair. Difficult to stay in the point, but once they start attacking, Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong, they were in the right places. There's Lu Guozheng in the corner there, coaching the Chinese pair. Oh, touch all around. Kwan and WONG Chun Ting chopping from below the table. Side-swiping chops and everything else. They float the ball back, but not bothered. Watching very carefully, Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong take the game for a 2-1 lead. Here it is one more time. Xu Xin, the master of touch, finishes the point. It's a 2-1 lead. We'll be back for game number 4 right after this.
你哋反而有時跟得唔好，你跟住嗰個叫出頭頂嗰啲波，佢一啲都唔頂你而家，有就擺住你啫嘛。你耐心啲擺翻過少少俾，都擺得到頂嗰啲，翻佢跟你啫。呢啲波其實你盯住你兩個都唔係太差，哇！你留着你。
对，稍微把落点拉好点，吊完以后，然后再解决。好吧，稍微的注意这样的，特别你的翻手长的一定稍微的注意，好吧，把球拉起来，然后你别退，挺有速度跟上去。
There you have it. The hands are clapping. It's the Chinese fans in the crowd rooting on. Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong leading 2-1. On the same team now, but they will be on opposite sides of the table later on in the men's singles final. Wow, that takes some work for WONG Chun Ting to make this shot near the net that comes back. He had to get so extended out in front. Strong start to game number 4 for the Hong Kong pair. Off the top of the net, doesn't phase Xu Xin. The cold never bothered him anyway. Look at this one more time. Ripping backhand Xu Xin with that full 360 spin. Sweep the leg, Xu Xin. Love it.
2-1.
Good placement from Kwan. Had the opening, the cross court would have been the obvious shot. Xu Xin's ready to move out wide. Played right into the body.
One, 4.
A lot stronger openings here. Again, in near the table. Oh no, how can you not support that cheerleader? When she yells Jai-O, you yell Zhong-O Jue. Almost comes down on the table. Kwan Zhendong fanning in front of the face there. The windshield wiper stroke does not come down. 5-1 lead at the first towel break. Again, the receive game very strong, very focused from the Hong Kong pair. Chinese pairing are going to have to look for some better service game, figure out how they can deter that attack.
5-2.
Kwan Zhendong with his signature over the table backhand, so much wrist. Oh, running through, goes the other way. WONG Chun Ting still almost keeps it on the table. Again, the pen-hold grip can be quite strong in doubles over the table. You're not working against gravity, the racket naturally hanging down.
3-5.
Again, Kwan Zhendong using the Feng Bowl blade right now. Testing out some new equipment. We saw last week as well.
4-5.
If that one comes down, it's going to be trouble. But 3 points in a row for the Chinese pair, and they're within
Time
one.
out.
Timeout on the Hong Kong side. Good call. In a best of 5, they don't have much time to wait. There's so many different aspects to consider. We saw the backhand receives from Ho Kwang Kit early on in the last receive. Now WONG Chun Ting is going to be a little bit different. Again, the right-handed player is unlikely to cross over and use his backhand to leave the whole table open. While Ho Kwang Kit will have the forehand, Ho Kwang Kit will be way out of position. Both teams have the right-handed, left-handed combination. I think we remember this point from last game, very exciting point.
Time.
So right now,
Time.
Ho Kwang Kit by world ranking is only 59 in the world.
Time.
Third time is called out here. Everyone else is either in the top 10 or was recently in the top 10. WONG Chun Ting just dropped to 12 in the world. Xu Xin is out of the
4-5.
rankings currently, but will be back in quite soon. I'll keep you posted on what their new world rankings would be. Kwan Zhendong currently would be number 3. WONG Chun Ting would be number 7.
5-off.
And that placement right down the middle from Kwan Zhendong. Good mix of fans here enjoying their snacks. Xu Xin would currently be number 8, 1 spot behind WONG Chun Ting.
Let. 5-off.
And Ho Kwang Kit would actually be 35 in the world, a much better world ranking. Oh, Ho Kwang Kit does the dirty work, chases down the wide forehand, sends a bending shot back on the table. WONG Chun Ting's shot's not easy. Even though he has an easier shot and he has time for it, he's got Kwan Zhendong to hit to. So precision in placement. Ooh.
7-5.
Rarely do we see the Cloud Walker tripping. That's how far he'll go to recover a net ball. Down the line,
7-6.
parallel shot very much needed by WONG Chun Ting. 1 point game, the Hong Kong pair needs to take this to game number 5 if they're gonna win. Or even have a chance to, for that matter. Long serve surprise, and Xu Xin's right there for the third ball attack. Nice change. Again, Ho Kwang Kit in the receive game was very strong in the half-long serve receive. His openings were deep, his openings were spinny. That was a perfectly executed serve from Kwan Zhendong. The deep push sneaks past Ho Kwang Kit. 3-point lead and 2 points away from the title for the Cloud Walker and Xiaopeng. Nice play right
9-7.
back out wide to the forehand. Again, the confidence in the backhand of WONG Chun Ting. Not afraid to take it near the table. That was cool. Lu Guozheng with Ding Ning in the background, same pose, watching carefully. Oh, surprise
9-8.
again. Good reaction time by the assistant umpire. Her duck was just impulsive. I don't know if we'll get to see it from this angle.
Time out.
Hopefully during the timeout we'll get a chance to see a replay. Either way,
Ja, nu
it will be back in the corner. And it's the Chinese pair now who've called the timeout.
Nu endast 1 poäng före, ställning 9-8. Då är det deras tur att ta
Again,
timeout.
the long serve with Xu Xin waiting on the forehand. Either pairing, to be honest, no matter who it is. Fan Zhendong, or either player, I should say, Fan Zhendong or Xu Xin, waiting for a third ball long. Chances are good. If it's relatively central on the table, they'll be fine to cover. If it's way wide to the forehand wing, a little bit tougher. I think a lot of the world getting excited with Ding Ning in the background. Again, a welcome back tournament for the Queen of Hearts. She'll be playing the women's singles final after this match. See Fang Bo's face on the bottom end of that racket. Fan Zhendong is using. It's always interesting to see who's using whose rackets.
9-8.
Oh, from below the table, Xu Xin with the heavy side spin. Top and side, it's a tough one to block back into play. This is one of the gifts that Xu Xin has. He can take the ball so late, so low near the ground. So 2 championship points for Fan Zhendong and Xu Xin to get redemption after last week in Germany. And they do it. Xu Xin cleans it up with the forehand attack. Fives all around. Xu Xin and Fan Zhendong take the title, the men's doubles champions over WONG Chun Ting and Kwan. 3 games to 1, an impressive performance. We'll see some Chinese players on top of the podium, no doubt in singles, but in doubles now as well. Stick around, the women's singles final between Chun Xingtong and Ding Ning is coming up right after this.
WONG Chun Ting och Kwan. Nu är det alltså slut på dubbelspelet. Och vi går vidare med singelspel. Detta avgörs i bäst av 7 set och inte i bäst av 5. Först på tur står damsingelfinalen. Då vi har den hittills okända och stora överraskningen Chun Ting som ställs mot dampingisens suverän på 2010-talet, Ding Ning. Igår besegrade Chun Ting såväl världstvåan Chen Mang som världsettan Zhu Yuling. Frågan är, kan hon göra det för 3:e gången i rad och slå 3-faldiga världsmästarinnan och olympiska mästarinnan Ding Ning? Bara den som är här om 5 minuter får veta. Härnäst alltså final i damsingel. Congratulations, Fan Zhendong and Xu Xin. You are the Swedish Open 2017 Men's